Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Ali.
7 years ago, Ali's life changed forever when his daughter almost lost her life to this, a plug.
Electricity spikes are silent threats. They can hurt your fridge, your TV, and even your family.
Yes, sadly, this issue hurts children across Africa. And when Ali found this out, he knew that he had to fix it. So he made
iLock.
iLock makes plugs and other products to keep your home safe.
This socket here is childproof, fire-resistant, and it has a switch to lock the plug and prevent it from being removed accidentally.
Before this, there was no locking socket in the world.
But now, we cover 50% of the Egyptian market.
And Ali dreams of expanding even more so that he can give safe power to all of Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking us into the world of safety is Muhammad Ali of Powerlock. Please welcome him.
Hello. In 2016, my daughter experienced electric shock from losing electrical plug, and that day changed my life forever. I invented this socket, the first socket in the world that had the ability to lock the plug inside and to prevent it from being withdrawn unintentionally. And that significantly increased safety at my home. But what about billions of people around the world that have the same problem? I have to find a way to protect them all, either by licensing, filing patents and licensing to the big players, or by manufacturing in-house. But actually, both scenarios needs hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and all I had just $30,000. But I decided for better or worse, I start my business, and I chase my childhood dream to be an inventor and to change the world. And in 2018, I quit my position as an aerospace engineer and started Powerlock in a room in the countryside with one worker, making together the product in the morning and me by my car delivering orders afternoon. I spent all the money. I was terrified. And things got harder when COVID hit and Egypt went to an economic crisis, but I never gave up. In just 4 years, we have reached remarkable success over the world. We have more than 30 granted patents from China, Europe, America, Egypt, Russia, Australia, and more. We have license agreement with the big companies. Our products are showcased in the biggest retail stores and hypermarkets in Europe and in Egypt. We are the best seller in Amazon. We sold more than 10 million units in Egypt, 500,000 units in Europe. And our sales growth from $40,000 in 2019 to $4 million this year with $2 million net profit. Today, we are showcasing in the most famous world-class hypermarkets in the world. We are the best seller in Amazon in different categories. We got the best design awards in the world, Red Dot, F, TUV. We have a team of 150 members. Mostly women came from farms in the countryside. Now they are skillful to produce these products and export it globally. In addition to hundreds of people working in the feeding industry that contributes our success, they both gained a sustainable income. The sustainable income make them to afford food, healthcare, and even education for their family. This is what we contributed. Thanks to ABH semi-final, we just started with a company startup here in Rwanda, our first factory to produce recyclable, make recyclable plastics and convert it to product like this and export it globally. This is our power, the power to change a piece of paper in 2019 to the best-seller electrical accessory in France. This is the power of us, the power of African, the power of a change, the power that will develop the continent and make the world proud of Africa. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Q&A. Diane, Joe, and Awosika.
Wow, amazing. You know, I have a lot of respect for entrepreneurs, but even more respect for inventors.
Thank you.
So my question to you is very simple. You
Okay.
know, you are a very successful inventor. You have patents. You are, you know, selling on Amazon, $2 million profits. Why are you here?
I'm here for the perspective. And the semifinals, we have a lot of requests from African countries that they want us to spread the technology over there. We have the technology, and we are willing to expand in Africa. We would like to share our know-how in technology, in production, in intellectual property, and even in branding to the whole continent. That will contribute the continent to empower the people and to make them believe in themselves at least. All the time I like having opportunity like that to show what we did, to give people the passion that you can do it whenever you are, you can do it. Even if in Africa you can make a piece of paper, a product sold all over the world, and not sold, but to be the best seller with more than 1,000 reviews, 5 by 5 in France. And we now selling the product even in Australia. So I give people the hope that we can do it, and this is what we need. We need to believe in ourselves that we can do it. I received many requests, starting from Rwanda. Yesterday I met a startup company in Rwanda, and they want to make a factory to recycle plastics, and they make products like that from it. Actually, we can help. We can transfer the technology of production, of intellectual property even. We can help in design, in branding, and all of that, and we are willing to do that. That's why we are here. We need your help to increase our perspective to Africa.
Amazing. This is really...
Thank you.
It's Africa's time, right?
Thank you.
From Africa to the world.
Have you checked the products? Is it good? You can check out the
Yes, yes, I have it in front of me. It's
really?
amazing.
Yeah, it's made all from skilled people, but they now become skillful.
So what puzzles me?
If you make it like that, you can't put the plug. But if you make it like that, and you put this plug here and turn, that's it. You can take it out. Okay. It's completely safe. And even this extension, the same. So you can put it, just put it like that. Turn, can't take out. This is the bestseller in France now. And it started, bestseller in Amazon France, and it started with a piece of paper. I drafted on the train in 2019, and now it's sold like hundreds of thousands of pieces in Europe.
But Mohamed, can you explain to us, this problem has always been there, you know, for the past 100 years, you know, I think it's been a problem. Why does it take someone like you to come up with an idea to actually solve that problem? It's not easy.
I can say it's not easy patent. The patent is very complicated because, you know, there is a standard for plugs all over the world. You cannot make something not standard. You cannot sell it in Europe. So you have to find a way to make the device with locking and in the same time fitting the standard. And this is very difficult because everything is in details, and small details are very difficult to attach a device inside. And you can't even see the device inside. It's a very small device, and the power of attachment is extremely powerful. So it was very challenging to make it happen. And what we made is we made a product with locking feature that fit the standards, and we got the GS certification, which is the certification of safety in Europe. And this is a big achievement for us. Actually, I need a clicker, please. Oh, I forgot it. Clicker. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Should I ask a question? Yeah. So I have actually, I first wanted to ask you, when you made the trip to Kigali, you didn't know you were going to be on stage.
Yeah, I was a speaker yesterday.
Today.
Yeah, I was a speaker yesterday.
And as we say, a big part of being successful in life is showing up.
Yeah.
And you actually showed up.
Thank you.
So tell us how you felt last night when we called you up and said, you're going to be on stage. I mean, how did you feel?
I always suspect, because you know every entrepreneur always suspects surprises, good and bad surprises, so we always like dealing with the surprise, but it was a shock, and I'm still in the shock till now. I was practicing that 3 minutes, and I couldn't be in the 3 minutes, but I still in the shock, and I couldn't even believe that I'm here now as in top 10. Actually, I was in the top 11, so it makes sense.
Yeah, top 11, right.
Top 11.
That's great. So back to your business. I saw a slide with all the patents. So is this device, all these things that you've invented,
actually
is patented?
the patent is the idea. It's not the device. In the same patent, we have protected 3 different products: the extension cord, the wall socket, and the extension, the power strip. So the idea is, that's why it's difficult to get patent, because you protect the idea. So even others cannot make the same idea, but in different lock. It's very difficult to get the patent. And by the way, we got the patent in China after very long struggle with the patent team.
Yeah.
So,
so I was wondering, do you think you can have a licensing business to license to other producers? Because
we already have.
Yeah, I look at your projections. It's pretty modest.
Yes.
Based on B2C sales.
Yes.
Right. And maybe this could be a bigger business if you license to other producers.
Yes.
And rather than you pitching your product to Amazon.
Yes, actually, but you know, the profit gained from licensing is much lower than producing and selling it. Licensing can get like 3 to 5% of the revenue.
I see.
But production can get like 30%. So in the beginning, we started like making licensing to learn how to deal with businesses, how to make the design. These big companies will help us. But then when we know how to make it, we have like another plan to make it ourselves and to export it to the world instead of giving other licenses. And this will, what we will make in 2024, we will make our wall socket, which will be like the first socket in the world, wall socket, to have like a function, locking function. We will implement it and we will make it in our home and we export it to Europe instead of giving license. Unless you need a license in China, we can think about it. Actually, I want to thank Alibaba, especially because without Alibaba, I wouldn't able to start my business. In the beginning, in 2018, I have no information about the suppliers, how to get suppliers from China, but I did everything through Alibaba, even we paid by Alibaba. So thanks for Alibaba, and you helped us a lot all over the world. Thanks for that.
Thank you. On that, I rest my case.
It's a good note to rest your case.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to make a point to you and to everyone else. I mean, if we're working so hard to make our mark in the world and we're saying it's African's time, if I walked into any store in England or in France or everywhere else that your product is displayed, and I see iLock, apart from the fact that the color is a bit like one DeWalt or any of those standard.
By the way, we have license with those guys. We give them the license.
No problem. But this is where I'm going.
Okay.
You have made in ARE.
Arab Republic of Egypt, yes.
I know. But that's only because I already know you're Egyptian.
Yes.
If I didn't,
no,
I would be wondering what ARE is. That's one. And don't assume everybody knows when you write it like that. There's nothing that says made in the Arab Republic of Egypt. So there's no mistake that this is designed by an African, made by an African to the rest of the world.
It will be.
This is our skill.
It will be changed.
Because on the other side of it is by Plugard Limited, and there's the British flag, England, and all of that.
Yeah, actually, we started the company Plugard before iLock in England to make the license. The company that owns the patents actually is the same company, but it's based in London to make the license contract between, actually for Europe, especially to make the license contract between European company and another European company.
Okay,
so it may give us a power that, and if there is any...
It's a good business strategy, but see, this is African business errors. All I'm saying is, when we do the work, let's get the credit as well.
Okay.
And let's be intentional and deliberate about doing that. This canvas is not yours, it's from your friend. Great design, beautiful and all of that. But as I noticed this and I wanted to make this point, I looked everywhere on it. I couldn't find the South Africa that makes me proudly say, if I see somebody wearing it and I say, oh, do you know that's an African product? Somebody's going to argue with me.
I promise I will change it.
Yes.
I promise.
So I'm saying for all of us, we have to.
Yes.
It will take this, we will lose something at the beginning, but we will gain massively overall. We've got to work with that.
We have the power now to make it happen. We have the power now to make it happen. We have the strong brand that can support us.
Okay. Well, I think you're good at what you do. You innovate beautifully. You're solving real problems. And I think you can raise the funding you need to do this at any point in time. I think you already know you can. So it's to develop the right market strategy to, maximize it and maximize the market in the world. So I'm not even going to waste time asking you questions we already know the answer to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wait for us in Rwanda. We need your support. We need your bank support.
Okay, come to us. Come to me.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, so we still have some time, so I have a question.
Okay.
So this thing, I mean, you invented this because it was your daughter, right, who almost had an accident or was in danger. How many years ago was that?
Now, she's 8 years old.
She's 8 years old.
Yeah.
So how
but
is
I
she
have
doing?
another one. She's also tampering, so I use the same the same product still now.
Right. And how is she doing now?
She now is
she's
proud of that because I named one of our products with his name, so with her name. So now every store in Egypt, they name the product with her name, so she feel proud when she walk on the shops and she see her name in the shops, like, this is my name, this product belongs to me. Yeah. So I named the product with her name, and this also make it her nickname is Miko, and I said I made the product Miko, and this become a brand name now.
Oh, okay.
So tell me, Mohammed, I don't know what it's like to be an inventor, but when you've invented something and you have a patent or you have your IP, don't you want to move on to the next invention? Because going into manufacturing, etc., you're too good, too bright for that. Don't you want to go to the next
Yes, actually,
invention?
I have a lot in the list, but how can I skip the expansion and go for another
But
patent?
expansion is, you can leave it for someone else, and then you go for next big thing.
I'm thinking about that, but it's not yet matured enough to keep it to sustain alone. I have to take care of it until it become matured. So maybe after expanding in a couple of other countries, I will skip this business and come with another patents.
So what is the best part? Because looks to me you are an inventor
Actually, I have
and an
great
entrepreneur. What is the
you.
best part? Do you prefer to be an inventor or an entrepreneur?
Inventor.
An inventor?
Yes.
So why don't you go back to it?
I will. I just started 5 years ago, and now we have a company, not yet sustainable, but I need to be in the company till now, but I think within a couple of years I can have another business of making another patents. I have good patents for people who like coffee. I have a great patent. You will see it very soon. And also many other patents, but I can't disclose because there are so many. So from China will make it tomorrow.
Whatever money you get from here, what would you apply it to? The factory or invent?
First thing, I will start the factory in Rwanda. We take the decision already, and we will make recycling plastic. We're transforming the plastic recycle to be high-end product. This is the first mission for us. We will start very lean, not too big, just to prove the idea, checking the market, and then if it's going well, we will extend to other countries.
So this is for Rwanda then?
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.